Video games, the punching bag of self-improvement, shunned by all the gurus, it's wasting your time, it's holding you back. If you want to be successful, you have to quit gaming. And so, you do. You put down the Xbox, you delete all your games, you have officially quit gaming. 3 months down the line, you realize not much has actually changed. There's this common idea within self-improvement that gaming is simply bad, and if you want to be better, you have to quit gaming. But of late, I've been thinking, is it actually necessary and does it equate to success? Self-improvement is a weird place because there's a bunch of advice out there that seems really great and is glorified. But when you actually think about it and you peel back the layers, you realize that it by itself isn't going to do much for you. Rather, it's a byproduct of other more productive things, and gaming, in my opinion, is one of those things. I myself grew up playing games. My dad was a gamer, so he got me in from young. I've met some of my good friends through gaming. I've had some of the best memories via gaming, and I've always appreciated the social aspect that, you know, a bunch of friends can get together, they can socialize over a game, and we can all participate in something we enjoy together. But that being said, there have been many times where I've stopped playing games altogether, whether that was because I was bored or because of some desire to improve my life, which is far more often the case. But can I say that during those periods, my life actually improved? No, not really. And if it did, it wasn't because of the no gaming. The problem I find with cutting out gaming is that unless you have goals, some desire, some purpose, or you're working towards something, you're simply going to replace that time you was gaming with other more unproductive things. During my final year of uni, I quit gaming for a bit, but then I noticed myself doing other stuff like watching random YouTube videos I wouldn't have, or scrolling on my phone. Now don't get me wrong, during this year, like, I was trying to be more productive and be better. I was waking up earlier, eating better, cooking good foods, spending good hours on my work and going to bed earlier, but none of this came about solely because I decided to quit gaming. I could have done all of that and gamed as well. My lack of gaming was simply a byproduct of other things, do you know what I mean? Other good decisions I was making in life. So just quitting games isn't going to solve your issue, and that's the point I'm trying to make with this video. If you procrastinate with gaming, you're just going to procrastinate with something else like TV or YouTube or social media. I mean, it makes sense. Think about all the people you know who are not successful, who are, you know, unhappy, or they're not where they want to be, and they don't play games. It doesn't actually make a difference. But if you are a driven person and you have stuff you want to achieve, you have stuff you want to do, and then you see gaming is now getting in the way of that because you're sinking hours into there and it's taking your time, affecting your mood, then yeah, gaming is the problem. But really and truly, right, the self-improvement world, it glorifies, you know, the busy, productive life, and I'll be honest with you, life is not like that, and there are going to be times where you're tired and you can't be able to do anything. And whether you play games or not isn't going to change the fact that you are going to procrastinate. But if you are doing all the good stuff, you're, I don't know, waking up on time, meditating, journaling, hours of deep work, working out, and you're doing all the good self-improvement stuff, then playing a bit of games here and there isn't going to change much. It's not going to do anything against that. How I taught myself coding during the pandemic while still playing games. I went from literally knowing nothing about coding to teaching myself, and now I have a job as a software developer from the skills that I learned. I still played games while I done it. I certainly played less games, but that was due to the fact I was so engrossed with my coding. It wasn't a decision to say, yeah, I'm going to quit gaming, therefore I'm going to learn to code. No, I was learning to code. I was so focused on it that gaming kind of got pushed aside. I didn't quit. So if you are a gamer and you're wondering whether you want to quit, maybe you're finding it hard to, maybe you feel you don't need to, there are a few questions you should ask yourself that I ask myself that will help determine whether you actually should, right? And one of those questions is, when do you tend to play games? Playing games before you have something to do can be detrimental in whether you do that stuff or not, because as you know, gaming is highly stimulating. It releases a lot of dopamine, you know, your favorite word, dopamine. Going from that highly stimulating activity to something lowly stimulating like work is very, very hard. You're going to find it hard to focus. Your mind's going to be on the thing that it wants to do, the thing that gets it going even more, which is the gaming. This also includes gaming during the break, right? Unless you're time restricted, like, okay, your shift starts again at this particular time, or you have to get to class or something. Gaming during the break is just too dangerous, because next thing you know, you're like, oh, cool, 30 minutes in. 30 minutes, let me add, I'll do it 30 minutes later. And next thing you know, you ain't done nothing. If you are going to play, make sure it's during the hours that you're least productive. This is something you should actually look up, by the way, because there is studies suggesting that. Or just do it after you've done what you needed to do. If you've worked the whole day diligently and you've been doing what you need to do and you've been productive, and it comes to the evening and you want to play a bit of game, go ahead. The next one is, are you actually enjoying the game you're playing? And this one is a kind of personal one because my friends still play Ultimate Team and I always say to them, this game is crap. And they would tell me, yeah, it is crap, but they're still playing. That is an unhealthy relationship. The fact that you don't even like this game, you're not even enjoying it, but you are still playing. That is not good. Games nowadays are highly analyzed, highly competitive. There's the meta, there's so many psychological factors involved, right? They are very toxic, and you can be playing games for an hour and feel nothing but frustration and anger. There is no point willingly inviting these emotions onto you because they can ruin your day or they can ruin the next couple of hours, and it's just long. Don't do that. Now, the big question is, how long do you play for? Because there is a massive lie within gaming that, I only play for an hour. No, you don't. Shut that. You do not play for an hour. Games are literally built to hold your attention. Their whole design is to get you to play more. They have rank systems, tier systems, competitive, battle pass, challenges. All of these are designed to keep you playing more and more, not wanting to put down a controller or mouse and keyboard, whatever you play on. Games are highly addictive, so you may intend to play for an hour, but that turns into 2. That turns into 3. But the question you have to ask yourself is, does this gaming impede on tasks you have to do? Are you putting off stuff you're meant to do that are important to play this game? If the answer is yes, stop playing. Do you go sleep later if you're gaming? Are you waking up later because you're gaming? Are you not eating properly because you're gaming? If you have the discipline to go on and play for a set amount of time, do you? Fair enough. If you don't and you feel you're getting sucked in and these systems are beating you, you have to quit. The next question is, what type of games are you playing? Because there have been periods where I've stopped playing proper games, but occasionally I'd play a little free cell or some card game or something really small, really quick that I can play for 5 minutes and go. Because one of the things I realized the other day is battle royales are now some big genre. They are the main gaming experience, right? They drip feed you content, so you never actually feel that satisfied. Think about it, right? A battle royale game, Apex, PUBG, Fortnite, whatever, they're games that can last upwards of 20 minutes, right? But how much of that 20 minutes are you actually playing the game, as in the exciting stuff, the shooting, the gunfights? You're probably only doing that for 5 to 7 minutes max. The rest, you're either waiting for the game to start, you're landing, you're running around, you're looting, you're looking for a fight that may not even come. But do you see the problem, right? You're investing potentially up to 20 minutes of your time for a game that's only going to give you 4 or 5 minutes of actual entertainment, actual gameplay that you're looking for. So ask yourself, what type of games are you playing? Are they demanding of your time? Are you grinding on games? Is a game another job? Is a game more important than real life achievements? You know, are you spending 20, 30, 40 minutes in a game and only getting 10 minutes of action? If you are, it's time to reevaluate the type of games and if you even want to play. Like, I'm not saying gaming is inherently bad. If you like to game and you want to game, go ahead and game. But if it is getting in the way of stuff, if you want to be bigger, better, if you want to achieve more and gaming is preventing you from doing that, even subtly, it's probably time to put the controller down. I wouldn't be saying all this, and I'm not saying all this to get at anyone or to make anyone feel bad. This is a personal thing that I've had to deal with and something I wanted to talk about. I've been there. I've been that person who played game for hours. I've been that person who said, oh, I'm going to do something, and I procrastinate playing games. I'm that person who's gone to bed 5 a.m. and ruined my sleeping pattern. I'm that person who's grinded for games and spent so much time trying to achieve something inside a game. I'm that person. I'm talking to myself here as well as you. So I'm not criticizing anyone. Just take a step back and evaluate, you know. And I wanted to, it's not in defense of gaming. I'm not trying to defend it in any way, shape or form. I'm just giving you something to think about, because it is easy to get caught up in all the productivity, self-improvement guru stuff, and you do stuff without actually contemplating whether this is going to be beneficial. Because there is some advice out there like, yeah, go buy a suit. Just buying a suit ain't going to do shit. It depends. You know, there's so many variations. So to conclude, is gaming bad for you and should you quit? Well, it depends. If gaming is a small source of entertainment and you play it in moderation and you get done what you need to and it's not impeding on your goals, your tasks, your achievements, there is literally no harm in it. But if you find yourself sinking hours into it, you're neglecting stuff you need to do, you're neglecting good habits, you're allowing it to manipulate your emotions and influence your day, then yeah, gaming is bad.